Alright guys, welcome back to another Moveout edition from Austin, Texas. This is a 2-bed, 2-bath condo, I guess you could call it, or apartment here in Austin, Texas. Kind of just, west of downtown, off of, in the Terrytown area here. It's in a neighborhood. If you head down the street that way, you hit a major highway and it leads towards downtown. So it's about 10 minutes away. You walk in, has a nice little kitchen area. This is the main living area / dining area. I guess you would put your dining right here, or some at the bar area. You walk through this hallway here. Have one of the bedrooms here. This would be, I guess, considered the master. And the master bath here. Come back through here. And you have bed number 2. Lights don't work in here. The bulbs are burnt, I should say. A nice little closet. And the hall bath. Which is, I could turn some lights on for y'all. Pretty basic studio, condo, apartment, whatever you want to call it. Down here in Austin, has its own fireplace. It's kind of cool, but location is really good. Obviously, it's not in bad shape. So to get to the move out task, most of it is painting. There's painting throughout the house. Some bad patches by the previous tenant. Right here, you can kind of see it with one of those patch kits. You can see the square flashing through here. So I'm not sure what happened there. Sizable hole in the wall in 2 areas. Makes me wonder if on this side of the wall if there's something. Looks like there's not, so. Yeah, but a lot of painting. Touch-ups pretty much in every room. You can see these right here. So that'll be the task today. So you guys will see, I just painted this room, or you just saw me paint these walls rolling. Now, oftentimes when you get a match at a paint store, this, at Sherwin-Williams especially, you'll see that the matches blend in pretty well, but this being white, off-white, paints change. I will have to go in and cut into the top and around all the curtain rods and door frames, so. Just a little bit more time, but sometimes you get lucky and you don't have to worry about getting all the way up there, but it's hard to see on camera, but I will have to do that this time. I was sitting here taking a little break and I started looking around the condo and I think I am realizing that there was a water leak sometime in the last year or so, because when I was painting this hallway here, I looked down at this and I thought, that looks a little like water leak damage there. And then I sat down for my little break and I started looking around the trim, and almost every piece of baseboard was put in, it looks like. You can see where they filled the nail holes and didn't paint over it. Come over here. And right here is pretty obvious. It's not even painted. And more nail holes there all the way around. But if you come back through here, these baseboards are all painted. So something must have leaked either through the AC unit here or from the ceiling somehow. But I don't see any big major, like this is a water leak, paint over area. I mean, the ceiling has a bunch of like touch-ups everywhere, but definitely came down from here somewhere through this hallway here and across here. So I don't know, just interesting. So for the sake of time, what I ended up doing is painting this whole wall here across, as you just saw. And I will come back with drywall spackling and texture to get this patched up. I didn't want to waste a lot of time having to wait for the paint here and then wait for the paint over here. So we have this wall, that wall left for painting. I asked them about the baseboards, and we will see if they do end up wanting to paint that. I have trim paint on me, but I do need to go to Home Depot or whoever's close by to finish up this section here. All right, now I'm going to get this patch working a little bit better. So what I've done is I've taken some Easy Mix sand, just a little bit, put it up very nice, and we will applique it on the wall here, one layer of it, just like this, so we get it to be more smooth, obviously, but also to hide that patch. Obviously, the right way to do this would be to just completely remove the patch, but time is not permitting for that, and the budget for the landlord is not enough to go ahead and do that. So we will smooth this out. Should have just enough left over to go back over the holes in the wall behind me. Five minutes in, so it will dry pretty quickly. You want, if you're gonna put a second coat on, you want to do it right before it dries, but for the purpose of this, we're gonna let this dry for the next 5 minutes. And we'll come back, sand it down a little bit, make it smoother, and then we will spray the texture, which we'll show you guys here in just a second. Pretty well dry. A little bit damp. This will get it. I think no longer than I thought it would to dry. But it's okay. You just get the outside especially smooth. Alright, now we're going to use the wall texture. So just shake it for about a minute thoroughly. And I'm ready to use. This is somewhat of a one feel, kind of a knockdown texture throughout, so here. Pause this for about 15 seconds. Sorry. My fault. The furthest to the right that needs current is knockdown. So what I like to do is come across kind of like that. Just enough to kind of I'm going to let that sit for about it says to let it sit for approximately, let's see, 16 meters away, spray in a circular motion, dry times will vary. So it says, I usually come back and try to knock it down in about 10 minutes. Sometimes you do a little bit sooner. But it's up to what you think. Anything that's too far out on the outside. Okay, I can just break that off. So anything like this, where obviously you're not going to come over here, you can just scrape it off. And not put any painting over it. Either way, so you don't have to worry about, you know, messing up anything with you. Just sprays off while it's still pretty wet. Especially if you hit any baseboard or anything like that. Which we just got a little bit here, nothing bad. Oh wait, so I'm not hurt back from the baseboard, but yeah. So scrape off the excess. Come back here in a little bit and we will knock it down. Alright, so we are all semi-dry, I'd say about half dry here on the texture. So now what I will do is come back down with a putty knife. Very lightly come across the wall and just gently knock down the texture. Let me move you all a little closer so you can see. Take this texture, putty knife style texture, the finer pieces will already kind of sink into the wall. So you just gotta make sure you get to it before those bigger pieces dry, or they'll start to clump up, which is not what you want. All right, I know it's kind of hard to see, but I just put the first coat of paint down on the patch that we did earlier. Come in a little bit closer, you can see. Looks pretty good. It's gonna flash at first, so you gotta paint. I may have to prime it, because sometimes these patches will flash pretty good if you don't prime it. So we'll see on the second coat how it goes, but that's how it looks after the first coat. All right, coat of paint number 2 is on. It's drying as we speak, so it's still a little bit wet, but from what you can tell, the patch looks a lot better. But yeah, this place turned out really nice. Got the baseboards painted down here, all the way to here, down there, all the way through here. And paint is drying and looks pretty good. We got a couple light bulbs changed as well, but we are on to the next one. Hope you guys learned something or enjoyed the video. Like and sub for more content coming out here. I'll try to do one of these every so often when I do some move outs. I do 1 or 2 a week, so look forward to that, and thanks again for watching.